Hooty hoo, all my stock market gamblers. Welcome, welcome, welcome. I'm Tall Mike. Anyways, today is Tuesday, October 20th. What we're doing is trying to find the direction of the stock market. The stock market is really struggling for direction. It doesn't know if the stimulus is going to come before or after the election. That's the only question as to which direction this market is really going. Is there going to be a stimulus package before or after the election? Now, we're pretty sure we're going to get a stimulus package, but the question is when. When is we going to get the stimulus package? Now, direction of the market is so important. If you can determine with a direction that the market's going to go in, even if it's for a short period of time, you can become very wealthy by trading the market in that direction. So what we're going to look at today is some of the market leaders. All right. So let's start with trying to figure out which direction the market's going in. Now, this is a chart of the SPY, the S&P 500. Now, you'll notice here that it came down and it wants to get down and retest this 50-day moving average. But the 200-day is still sloping upward. The 50-day is still sloping upward. If we stay above the 50-day, we're going to move higher. Now, the RSI is dead center. The MACD is pretty dead center. It's really struggling. It doesn't know. I mean, my guess is we're going to get a stimulus package and we're going to melt up higher. That's my guess. We'll see. Let's take a look at some other things here. All right. So Apple Computer. The market is not going to go up without Apple Computer. Apple Computer is a leader. It is the number one traded stock on Robinhood. Anyways, number one owned stock in the U.S. and probably around the world for that matter. But anyways, it's sitting right on this 50-day. It keeps trying to get above it, comes back. Gets below it, comes up to it. It is just hugging the 50-day moving average. RSI dead center. Anyways, I think I actually own some Apple calls here to just let you know what I'm doing. I have some Apple calls, and I think it's going to melt up from here. We'll see. We'll see. If it breaks down, I'm out. Get below the 50-day, I'm out. This 50-day has got to hold. It's got to hold. But anyways, struggling for direction. Stimulus comes, we're going to shoot above the 50-day. Apple Computer, I own the calls here. All right, that's the VIX today. The VIX today. Now, the market today, that's just called up a couple hundred points on the Dow. All right, so what the VIX doing? Well, it's just dropping a little, but it's not dropping a lot because it's not sure of direction. Now, it's stuck between its 50-day down here and its 200-day. Now, the fact that the 50-day is below the 200-day, maybe the VIX will come down, which is positive for the market. The VIX is a fear indicator. It usually moves opposite of the market. If there's too much fear, the market's going to come down. Too little fear, the market's going to go up. But you'll notice the 50-day is now trending higher. The 200-day is trending higher. So it could break through to the upside here. We could get a big move in the VIX. If we don't get a stimulus package soon, that VIX is going to spike up. We'll see what happens. I think a stimulus package is going to come. But let's move on here. All right, we got to look at the dollar. Now, the dollar index is down again today. And what's that doing? Well, it's making gold and silver move higher. Gold and silver are having a nice up day. All right, so the dollar eventually, if they keep printing money, if they keep sending out stimulus checks, this dollar was way up here earlier. You'll notice the downward trend, right? Well, that's all from the stimulus, all from the printing of money. If we continue it, we're going to be down in the toilet with this. We're just going to flush the toilet on the dollar. Your dollars aren't going to be worth anything. That's why you need gold and silver. Anyways, we'll see what happens here. The dollar, I think it's going to break down with the announcement of another stimulus package. And when the dollar does finally collapse, well, that's pretty much the end because your dollars won't buy you anything. A loaf of bread will be $25. So more stimulus is not necessarily a good thing, but the stock market thinks it's a good thing. So when we get more stimulus, stock market wants to run up. Stimulus, stock market positive. All right, let's look at another chart here. Oh, this one's my favorite to short. Now, anyways, I've been trying to short this unsuccessfully, mind you, unsuccessfully. I tried to short at $120. I stopped myself out when it got to 130. And it got all the way up to 140, but now it's pulled back to 130. I'm actually considering taking another shot to short this. It's a pedal bicycling company it's attached to a computer monitor so you can ride the bike with other people around the world. I don't really get the concept, but during the pandemic here, the gyms are closed and this has skyrocketed. All right, so we're at this 130 range. I think it's coming down below 100. Could pull all the way back to $50 eventually. But anyways, MACD, all-time high up here. RSI, way off the chart still. I hate to short this market with stimulus coming, but if I do short, Peloton will be the short that I put on. Peloton, P-T-O-N. That's if I do decide to short anything in the market. That's my number one short candidate. All right, Facebook. Facebook today, actually I picked up some calls on Facebook. It's hugging that 50-day. 200 days trending higher, 50-day kind of leveling off, but I think we're going to get back through the back through the 50-day, head up to the $300 level. I bought some Facebook calls today. I will get out of them if I see anything negative, but you got to have something in this market. And I'm betting it pretty much to the upside because I know stimulus is coming. I just don't know if it's before or after the election. Now, if it's after the election, we're going to pull back. Before the election, we're going to melt higher, and we may melt a lot higher. Anyways, it's all about the stimulus at this point. It's kind of a waiting game, wait and see. We'll see what happens. I think we're going to get a stimulus package. I think we'll get an announcement later today or tomorrow, and that's going to melt the market higher. That's my guess. I'm a gambler, though. I'm a gambler. You got to have some risk in the game, some skin in the game. Makes it exciting. Anyways, that's all I got today. Get out there, do some trading, and have a great day. I'm Tall Mike.